started on the panel. So that means that OG has a really good draft. You know, that I also thought that they're going to be putting Phoenix with that Alchemist, but it's going to be Rubik. Puppy will be playing Rubik, it seems, starting with the Boots of Speed. Oh, never mind. Maybe they're just looking at the items. It's still going to be Phoenix in the lane, because there's something that was said on the panel is this Tusk plus Broodmother lane. It's super strong. Once they, like, even not just level 3, but once you have a point in tag team and Insatiable Hunger, I don't think you can sustain through it, and you want to have Phoenix Fire Spirits in that lane to be able to reduce the damage. It's all about the attack speed, and if you reduce their attack speed, they're not going to be able to do as much.
Yeah, so we'll see how that lane goes, and if it's going to favor OG completely like the odds at esportsbet.io. It's seemed that way so far, with OG taking game number 1, and well, coming into game number 2, they're looking to sweep. A clean sweep.
I was talking about Puppy having Boots of Speed. He just went in there with the Boots of Speed, sold his Boots of Speed, because you have enough time after we added that extra timer on selling the items, and then he bought different items. So I was wondering, like, why does he have Boots of Speed? It's not that good of a game for Boots of Speed in this lane. Usually Rubiks don't start with it. So pretty clever. This man, this Puppy guy, you know, he has a couple of tricks up his sleeve.
He's still got it.
Yeah.
He's still, you know, got the mindset ready to go. Something we talked about earlier, mindset with BZM. But it's interesting to kind of see these veterans, these long veterans, kind of get it done. So
yeah, and lane swapping is starting to happen. Crystallis on the top lane playing Alchemist, while Rezo's on the safe lane. OG already making a move.
So we'll see how OG react. We've got DM coming to the top lane to join Misha here on this Hoodwink. And we'll see if they make any other changes on this one, as Misha, sitting at about half health, needs to be maybe a little bit careful of a Fade Bolt and some right clicks, but level 2 will probably be the bigger chunk of damage output from Secret.
It's one of those lane swaps where supports sometimes do benefit quite a lot, because they get some solo XP. For now, Misha's TPing bottom.
Yeah, they TP'd Misha probably for a swap, but that means that they'll have shards, they'll have
one more
Misha
hit
coming in with a Bushwhack, and with the early damage from an Ursa, they'll get first blood. They took out Zayats on this one, and OG with 3 heroes down here bottom. Easy peasy.
Beautifully done by Misha, not just that he rotated, but he also, as you said, decided to go for a kill. Tusk still level 1. Halfway there until level 2, and then with the point in tag team or having point in a snowball. This hero is just way too good. One of the reasons why he's one of the most contested heroes right now. But DM on the top lane trading really well. He did pull the lane or made a new lane, but this means that Crystallis is gonna get some solo farm here. Still thinking about his
bottom
second
lane
point.
Again. Zayat's in trouble. Bushwhack lands. Acorn shot is in, and Misha's got a kill. They'll take out this Phoenix again. So 2 kills on this Phoenix already.
OG started 2 times with the tri-lane when they played against Tundra in the DPC the other day, and seems like they're gonna keep this tri-lane for a while.
It's certainly one that could stay aggressive, right? As long as you've got mana, you're ready to go. Bushwhack, Acorn shot. Yuragi could just jump in, and you've got the extra help from the shards, and eventually level 2 for this Tusk too. So I'm not really. I think OG could keep it this way. They could go with a second up top, but DM, he's doing okay at the moment.
It's all about the experience, getting that level 6 on Broodmother, and Crystal is still no point in Greevil's Grid. He just got it. I think he could have gotten some extra gold. Was thinking about it. Like, this is a lane, I think, where you want to maybe even put the second point in Greevil's Greed, because you're not using that acid spray as much. And I don't think you're killing Broodmother anyway. But we're going to talk about the mid lane. Pango against Puck, classic counter to Pangolier, where you have a way to stop his from using the Rolling Thunder, and you can expect rotation on level 6 on Puck to happen. This bottom lane is going really well.
Icarus dive away. Zayat's just able to escape, and I believe there was an Acorn shot there that was Rezo using a Tango to make sure that that tree was taken out. So Puppy gets a courier, mid, like you said, It's kind of even, and we'll see how Pangolier is able to do once, obviously, that level 6, that Dream Coil is available to them. How they react around this puck on the side of Secret. There was just this play over bottom I was looking at, but we'll talk about it in a second, as over mid, BZM got a little bit low in some well-placed shards by Taiga, but no follow-up. I thought for a second, Misha, he dropped down that little flagpole to like trick the acorn shot mentality, right? Put it right next to the Legion. It was just like, is it an acorn shot? No, not at the moment.
What could it possibly be?
But
You
like,
never know.
You know, just a quick, the quick thought, right?
Mid lane, snowball.
Mid lane, snowball, shards, boom. Nice. Okay for now, but Puppey coming in with a rotation. Telekinesis is up into the air and then down into the hands of Boom for a kill for the side of Secret.
That was a slightly difficult kill to get there. Boom's career just delivered him infused raindrops, so he's way more tanky. They try to use the opportunity with the shield crash and swashbuckle being on cooldown, but didn't happen.
Well, Bushwhack, acorn shot, harassment coming in from Misha. Pretty confident on this Hoodwink. We've seen in the past. And Crystal is sitting at 31 CS, so we'll see how his gold starts to stack up and what he's able to accomplish going into the Radiance first. So Rizzo bottom, only 20 CS. Bottom in terms of cores. This has been an aggressive lane like we said, but it's not exactly sitting tri-lane anymore.
Not an easy lane for him. As you said, the tri-lane, Ursa off to a good start. He was the one who got the first blood, has that Ring of Health, so he doesn't care about harassment from Phoenix, who just hit level 3 or Legion Commander level 4. He knows that he can get out of the trouble easily. So Yuragi on this bottom lane, very safe when it comes down to surviving next couple of minutes until Pango decides to make a rotation. 6-minute rune. Let's see who from OG is gonna make a scout, see what's going to happen. For now, Puppey, again, stacking the big camp, maximizing his movement around the map.
It's a double damage bottom. And
Lift
BZM,
is available.
Yeah, going to be lifted up into the air. The snowball comes in for the save. Dream Coil on the 2. Shards will block him out, and the Dream Coil will keep him placed there. His bottom lane resolution. One more right click. Can Yuragi get there into the trees? But the Bushwhack lands, and if you're going to surround yourself by trees, a Bushwhack's an easy target. And Rezo drops to this Ursa.
Yeah, Misha having a much better game on Hoodwink than when they played against Tundra. Setting up the kills, involved in all 3 kills so far. Has Ring of Bassi available to give himself and Ursa some extra mana. First coil, Team Secret, like you play against Puck, Pango matchup, you know that they're going to try to use this coil to get a kill. So Team Secret matching the aggression, bringing in numbers one more time as they did in game 1.
Misha sees Boom, by the way, as he's rotated down into the jungle. Look at these stacks being made for this Alchemist by the Alchemist. Nice stacks. Pretty efficient, and a lot of gold coming in.
Oh, these are 2 troll camps, so a lot of Skelly Bros.
Ooh.
Which means a lot of extra gold, and seems like the stack is not going to be contested. Puppey already placed the ward in the river to scout things out. He's going to find all the neutral items. It's very important they protect this Alchemist for the next 2-3 minutes.
Boom going in with the ult. Yuragi's under the tower, but nobody else is here to help out Boom just yet. Going away from Yuragi. Zayats TP'd in, and Boom just kind of was like, all right, I'm out. See you later. Easy rolling thunder. Puck also made the rotation down. So BZM and Yuragi are sitting towards bottom, but only a Phoenix there for now. As Alchemist now going for the Ancient stack.
Stacking it one more time for himself. This is a big Ancient stack. It's going to take a while until he farms it completely.
But it is a lot of gold coming in. Rizzo, he actually swapped himself towards top. Misha coming in again. They've also got DM coming over, so Shards, Bushwhack. The Bushwhack pulls him out of the Shards, but it's not looking like it's going to matter. Easy kill for DM.
Yuragi on the bottom lane. We talked about him being level 6. Going into Battle Fury, pretty standard stuff on Ursa. This way you match up the farm from Alchemist. And he's having a good time. He's 500 behind Alchemist. Well, now 700, now that the Alchemist started to farm the big ancient creeps.
Yeah, farming it with that level 4 in the acid spray, just right-clicking away, hoping to get to that Radiance as quickly as possible. He's close to the Sacred Relic. Those two big stacks were very big to bring Crystallis the farm that he really wants on this Alch. After the lane was kind of quiet, but still stacking while farming. Looking pretty good for the Alch overall.
And he drags the creeps all the way to the south, so he's not going to get ganked. 2 Observer Wards in the river, placed by Puppey, just to make sure. And he was also standing on the high ground in case they decide to go in, and Duel is available.
Yeah, Telekinesis, and now do they have the damage? Taiga is going to be dueled up. It is lacking. The duel is not going to be victorious. It's actually going to be technically a draw, but, well, we'll still get the kill afterwards, and Puppey will get credit for that one. So no dual damage, which you're a Legion, you really want to get out of the gates quick. Meanwhile, DM bottom is spreading the spiders out, getting some vision and making sure that nobody's coming over while he takes that tier 1 tower. But
they have a Legion commander, but yeah, he was not available to defend the tower. Rest of the OG members already in vicinity, ready to go on a target if he shows up. This time, Taiga having a bit of a tougher time in the game, finding experience. Only level 4, buys the book for himself.
Yeah, so he'll get that 10-minute tome. Phoenix will also get the 10-minute tome, so Zayat is looking to get that Supernova active and available. And we'll see where they go from there. Again, just trying to leave Crystallis some time to farm, as he's 700 gold short of picking up the Sacred Relic and getting into the Radiance as quickly as he can. He's 1,000 gold ahead of the Ursa now. So we'll see how quickly Yuragi also kind of has the ability to counter this Grievel's Greed with a Battle Fury of his own and trying to farm and keep pace. But boom, coming over and looking for BZM.
Looking for Telekinesis.
Stun, BZM, Icarus Dive, and the chase is on. The Sunray is on him, and...
Ooh, Swashbuckle misses.
Swashbuckle off the mark, so BZM is just able to use that Illusory Orb to jaunt back behind the tower and out of the hands of Zayat, and really just free to leave.
Rest of OG members, meanwhile, on a mid lane. They even brought the DM, who's controlling the jungle. 4 points in Overwhelming Odds. This is what's going to stop the spiders from pushing in tower. Mech available on DM. Pretty, I would say, standard build these days, now that the raid pack is gone.
Shards, Icarus Dive, though, getting past the shards. They're trying to maybe get a Telekinesis so they could set up the duel here for resolution, and
this is exactly the first dual damage.
Yeah, so 10 dual victory damage in. And resolution, he's now 1 for 2.
Middle tower is under attack.
Bottom is being pinged out. Resolution, he's like, I'm gonna stick where the spider is.
Oh,
I'm not afraid of this one.
Might be afraid of the bear, though. Yuragi waiting up the steps for him as he started to cross over to go down and protect that tier 2 buy. So that gives DM more time to just put damage in onto this tower. Once DM spots him, brings him and some of the spiders back. Bushwhack, Sharpshooter. Icarus Dive from the Phoenix. Not scared to pop that Supernova if need be and just get some space between Zayat and Misha.
Pango is about to finish off his Diffusal Blade. This is where it starts annoying, especially against these low mana pool heroes like a Tusk, Ursa. They don't have much, like even Puck, who's sitting very low right now, but they want to heavily commit to this tower. Haste is available. OG, 4 heroes hitting a tower, and DM gets the last hit going into Guardian Greaves, which is going to tank up. Very effective against Alchemist, against the Legion Commander, and Alchemist Crystallis finished off that Radiance. If you think that he has farmed for 12 minutes, now it's time to actually get some farm with the Radiance, and Grievel's Greed is maxed out.
Yeah, so he'd be skyrocketing in terms of net worth. Look at this ward that Boom's sitting under. And well, we'll take a look at it in a second, because I think there's going to be a smoke play on this Alch, or maybe even going the other way towards Puppey. They'll find this Rubik. They don't exactly catch the Alchemist, but again, this ward now giving vision over onto Boom. Sharpshooter, Walrus Punch into the air, and they'll end up getting another kill. The Alch is going over, the snowball lands, the unstable concoction comes through, but Zayat's just blows open the Supernova. The duel's not going to have another victory, but Misha ends up dying. But Rezo gives up his life for that. They still look over at Crystallis, and it's an ultra kill for BZM.
Oh, BZM managing to reset multiple times in a fight. Some good shard placement, and rest of the team secret members, they're not on the same page if they are going to go for this Hoodwink or if they're going to go for Tusk. Maybe he thought Tusk is going to die anyway. I'm going to burn him down with the Radiance, but it was not enough. And, you know, one of the reasons why OG in the end decided to pick Puck against Pangolier. Use a coil, more than enough time. And yeah, look at that beautiful shard place from Taiga. Only losing Misha in that fight. BZM just picked up Witchblade and went into a fight, used it multiple times. Something that panel talked about, taking Roshan with Ursa. Not just Ursa, this is also DD on Puck. They have Seeds of Serenity plus a tag team, so uncontested.
And they see them coming again towards this Roche. They might just fight off it. Never mind. I lied. They went the other way.
It's okay to lie from time to time. I do it all the time.
It's just you sprinkle in some lies there, here and there. It always 50% of the time works out every time. So, again, it's just I'm really liking this ward place by Taiga. I don't know, it's in a fun spot on those steps. Just getting them a lot of vision, a lot of information as they were taking that Roche, and as they were taking that fight as well. So DM, he'll just continue to farm now, going into a pipe. He's got the Guardian Greaves finished off. He talked about this and the sustainability that it brings to the team.
That inventory on Broodmother looks very desperate. It looks like, what the hell are you doing? Like, it's 7k gold in terms of net worth of items.
Snowball, shards, and a Walrus Punch. Yuragi coming over, Resolution in a little bit of trouble as the right clicks come through, and they'll get the kill with the Ursa. But Telekinesis up into the air, Rolling Thunder, bouncing him up one more time. He's got the Aegis, but no longer. Supernova, was it timed right? Oh, trying to get away. They've got the stun. The Supernova hits, but the Snowball save is there. Shards, Crystallis in trouble. The Walrus Punch coming out from Taiga. The Sunray keeping him alive.
Greaves is available.
And they've got the Greaves to heal up. That means they're going to be able to take this fight and look for more. Crystallis, boom, on the run. Misha, he throws an Acorn shot down, but he doesn't get the Bushwhack to land. The right clicks in from Doom, as well as the Waning Rift. They get the combination to get the kill and a boom. They'll look over at Puppy, as well as Zayats. He's already used the Supernova. Resolution back into the fight. Looking at Misha to try and get a duel potentially, but he burns out from the Fire Spirits. So they're back up on the high ground on OG. They'll place down an Obs and get that vision and walk away with a victory in hand.
OG taking a fight with Aegis, using it yeah, almost perfectly. Ursa doesn't die. In the end, they kill the Alchemist. It's very important that they slow him down. And you talked about Taiga's ward on the steps. There's another one.
Yeah, this ward that just got placed, it gives them this vision that they want to make a move on. They've got a duel on the back lines, though, trying to take out Taiga, but again, he can't win it. The Greaves are going to come up big. They get the kill on Zayats. They'll look over at Resolution. 4 heroes here. They're looking for a high five. He won't reciprocate, but he'll give up his life. Yuragi now with a mega kill streak and a double kill in that exchange.
And this is also going to be a tower. DM hitting the tower. Outpost about to be taken by Yuragi. OG doesn't rely on any cooldowns to take these fights. They don't care about having a coil as much because they can still kill Pangolier. He does not have a defensive tool, especially now that Ursa picked up a Blink Dagger, so he will be able to jump onto a target, lock onto it, and dismantle it.
And it has been all OG again, and yeah, Yuragi having quite the game. By the way, Taiga going back into the boots of Baron. Liking this item. We don't see it built too often. Not one of those like highly. It's not Wraithband, you know. It's not getting picked up all the time, and not Greaves. I feel like Greaves is certainly up there too.
They don't have much slow on side of Secret. This is like Pango's Shield Crash, and that's about it. Phoenix doesn't have a shard yet. But yeah, it gives them. It's something that Crit did quite a lot at the start of the first DPC tour previous season. He did go for brown boots into drums every single game. This time around, it's gonna be full boots of Baron. He might swap things around, because he still has 8 charges on the drums. So Blink Dagger looking a bit more juicy. It's a save from Legion's Commander duel, but this Legion Commander not having that good of a time.
No, still I believe just that one victory. Yeah. So it's 10, which is really negligible at the end of the day.
He almost has more on that status bar, bigger number from Occult Bracelet than that he has from dual victory damage. He had 5 stacks.
Half the number, but easier to obtain, it seems. So, Crystallis, he's still obviously with the Alk farming top of the net worth, but it is a tight race when you consider it's an Alchemist. And what Yuragi's been able to accomplish going next into the BKB after picking up this Blink Dagger. And then you can see in his quick buy, he's also got the Basher full Abyssal to follow that up.
Level 15 on that Ursa. Yuragi getting way too much from the Battle Fury. Same level as Alchemist, but this Ursa feels super strong. And next Roshan is going to respawn potentially in 3 minutes. OG can still take one big fight, get that BKB on Ursa, and for the next Roche fight, he might be able to have it. They do have Duel, which is pretty much the only spell that Ursa needs to be careful about, but with the Snowball save, I think Yuragi's relatively safe. This second Roshan, you can't allow Ursa team to pick it up, because if he gets the shard, if he gets the Aegis, he's almost unkillable.
Yeah, we'll see if they can keep him unkillable. They'll go through. They've got a duel on the back lines. Supernova in a decent spot. They finally get some more dual victory damage as they get both Misha and Taiga. A little bit over-aggressive from the Tusk there. Snowball Shards Walrus Punch combo, but in the end, it's not enough damage. And finally, Resolution now up to 30 as he's got that level 2 on the duel, so an extra 20 damage for him. But at the same time, bottom tier 3 getting pushed in, half the damage already done.
DM being very annoying on Brood. Finished full pipe, so damage output from Team Secret is going to be very limited. Having that aura, and BZM is going to go for another one.
Getting that kill on Puppey. Double damage available for quite some time, using the Seeds of Serenity to heal up a little bit and maybe look for more. They are continuing to just kind of like push through bottom. They've got that ward on the steps. They've got DM down there taking control of Secret's jungle and, well, taking control of past the tier 2.
Oh,
they get the kill. That might be a little bit too far, BZM.
Okay, you know, keeping things in balance. How much gold was that? Almost 1,000 gold between two of them.
Sheesh.
700 for Pango and some extra gold for, I believe, Phoenix. And yeah, Pango definitely gonna have a good time from getting that gold. Just picked up the shard, so he can protect himself once he's not silenced. Still difficult to task. This Pango, you know, you're playing into Puck. It's gonna be difficult. Not just Puck, but also Puck plus Ursa, who does have a BKB, so he can remove the disarm.
Series odds flashing again from esportsbet.io, and OG with a 2K lead. They are the favorites in this series. So we'll see if they can close it up and secure those odds. Meanwhile, a little bit of lag coming out for Misha, and a 3-man smoke start for OG. As they're going to look towards, I believe, bottom and kind of this mid area where Secret are at. Haste through. Pick that up.
This is one of the few runes, active runes, that Team Secret did pick up.
That's been all OG so far. And they're coming over. Bushwhack actually doesn't land. They've got the snowball. It's not going to matter. Boom, blew up. He went boom. They're going to go for more. They'll look over at Crystallis, and now Puppey is in their crosshairs. But, well, he gets out for now. At least surviving for the moment, and Crystallis getting chased by DM. And now they've got themselves a 2-man Dream Court with a BKB pop by this Alchemist. Telekinesis onto the Tusk. And it's only going to be Boom who dies.
But they got the BKB usage out from Crystallis. That's pretty huge.
It looked like they had such good positioning going into the fight that I thought it was going to be a clean sweep.
OG placed an Observer Ward on high ground, plus a Sentry, so they got a glimpse of vision. Bushwhack did not connect. It's very... Oh, Team Secret. I don't know if we have ability to see the heat map, but DM has been on this bottom for a very long time, and the rest of the Team Secret members, they were just not there. Like, they can't enter.
He is pretty much been stationed there. Would certainly be up high in the Kelvin range of that heat map. So we'll see how they're going to secure themselves around this Roche pit. I think OG, the idea right now is for them to kind of just sit here, maybe get a pick off and look for this second Roche. So Blink Dagger picked up by Misha. Maybe that'll help him out in terms of just getting a little bit of better positioning. I think his Bushwhacks, his Acorn shots, everything's been on the money, but always nice to have that little bit of mobility, right? Just to make it a bit easier for yourself.
AC finished on Alchemist. That's a lot of minus armor.
Ooh, duel coming through. Rolling
Where's the
Thunder.
follow-up?
There is none. So BZM just gets to survive. Here comes the rest of OG.
Plus a rolling thunder. This rush belongs to OG, not just Roche. It seems like the whole fight.
And this fight certainly going to belong to them as well. Zayat's going to drop. They'll get the kill on a puppy. They'll look over at Boom. He blinks away. They'll send them packing. And, well, they put the pressure on the tier 2 mid. They put the pressure over in the jungle. And they can look towards Roche. The first one's quick. The second one, feeling like it's going to be even quicker.
This is dead in 10 seconds with the tag team available. And Ursa, if he has overpower coming into it, Team Secret, they cannot contest it. We see one of the issues that they have with the lineup. Legion Commander does not have that hero to play with. Is sitting on 30 damage from duel, but it's not enough. He can't go for the solo pickoffs. This is not Blade Mail build, and there's no real burst damage. Like, yeah, sure, Rubik with the Fate Bolt, but that's about it. Pango with his 2 abilities, but that's very limited considering that DM has been on point where he is to keep his teammates alive with the Guardian Greaves or Pipe. Going into Hex next.
Unstable Concoction thrown over onto the Ursa. This might be the second time that they're able to get the Aegis out of his hands quickly, but they've got the duel over to the side with the Snowball Stave coming out from Taiga. Rezo taking a lot of damage and on the run, but into the grave he goes. Misha, he ends up falling with the Walrus Punch out, but not enough. Taiga will drop as well. It seems like Secret, when they take kills and they get something in the fights, it's always the supports, the cores, able to evacuate the exchange.
Yeah, they're way too tanky. I think it's a correct move to go for the supports. Ursa dropped very low, forced to pop his BKB and Enrage. So, he's what, level 18 right now, so 32nd on Enrage, has that Enrage on Earthshock as well. Picked up the shard, going into Abyssal Blade next.
Not going into the blink, but you said the Abyssal Blade is next. They'll go in. They've got Yuragi coming in with a Dream Coil placed by BZM. They get a kill on a Crystalist. They'll follow this up with an aggression and some play on a Puppy. But Puppy able to find the doggy door and get out of that one.
Another DD spawn bottom.
All the power runes going the way of OG. You know, there's been 11 kills here for Secret. One of them has been on a core. That's it. It's been devastating, these fights for Secret. And, oh gosh, Yuragi right on the Puppy. Nowhere safe, not even behind your tower.
15 seconds without Alchemist. They use Pipe. How much damage? Where's Ursa? He's going
Misha
in.
is. Misha ready to drop an Acorn shot as well as a Bushwhack. They'll throw the Bushwhack. It's not going to land on anything. If they get the kill on the Zayat, they'll buy back on Puppy. They've got the Phoenix available with a buyback, and he'll use it too. There's the Unstable Concoction, but Yuragi's still working with an Aegis, so getting a kill there twice is going to be very difficult to find. They'll go to the Sunray. It's onto the Ursa, but Ursa able to survive, not taking any damage at the moment. He is just able to sit there in the base as the swashbuckle from Boom lands, but it's still just not enough. Shards blocking in Crystalist. Boom going in with a shield crash, and Yuragi finally losing that Aegis. But the Walrus Punch comes in from Taiga as well as the Snowball follow-up to get the lockdown to continually be onto the Alchemist.
Oh, no.
The BKB, and there's Boom going down to Yuragi with just 3 shots. They go for more. BZM was in the back lines, but he's going to escape with that illusory orb again. He's got to double damage if they want to re-engage. They've got all 5 heroes here, and Misha goes in with an Acorn shot as well as a Bushwhack once again. Sharpshooter hits on a Zayat. He'll Icarus dive back into the base as the Unstable Concoction hits out of the Brood Mother. They get the kill on a Puppy as Yuragi, he's deep into this secret side.
And they got what they came for. They got a couple of buybacks. They got the set of barracks, and again, using this Aegis, getting the full value pretty much from it. Tier 2 tower available on a mid lane. Team Secret, they just don't have enough damage to punch back.
Yeah, there is really 0 punch back coming in.
These damage numbers from Ursa, insane. Same goes for BZM. Like, Yuragi having a perfect game so far. 11, 0, and 6 on Ursa.
Yeah, it really is a perfect game for him so far. OG throwing hands, Secret throwing pillows. They really can't punch back. It is just, I mean, the few kills, the only 2 times they got Yuragi is when he's feeling confident with the Aegis.
Yeah, if he didn't have Aegis there, he would definitely not play as aggressive, so that would his positioning is on point, and also the saves, the Greaves, the snowballs, and just being able to kite around Ursa, understanding where they can go in, when they can overextend. I'm not talking about that one BZM stat, and he does have this time Link and Seer to protect themselves against Duel.
Yeah, so they, again, have been short the duel damage and short the damage in the duels, so things not really lining up for a Legion commander at the moment. Sentry placed there behind the tier 2 tower up towards top to catch potentially Secret leaving the base. And they've got a deep obs there too that was placed by Misha when he scurried in. It's right by their Ancient.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So let's see how Secret can respond, because again, you know, you talked about the heat map you wanted to see for DM. What about the heat map for Secret? They have been so tucked back into their base and their side of the map. Walrus Punch comes out as well as the Sharks. They get the kill on Zions. He's not going to have buyback on this one. Dead for 60 seconds. The Sharpshooter hits on a Crystallis, and down goes the Alchemist too.
Me Sharpshooter, he gets a really nice bushwhack into Sharpshooter. Rest of the team also there cannot get the BKB off. No one to cut down the tree, and this might just be the game.
Looking like it's a possibility, that's for sure. I mean, look at where BZM is. He is just deep inside their base. They'll look for Puppey. They'll get 2. They'll take out Resolution. And with that team wipe, it's a GG call. It's a 2-0 sweep. And OG take out Secret in this series.
OG, they made it look